right, just quickly, I just want to let everybody know this. So this came across, and the thing is about this is they're going to continue the COVID protocols, and that's going to happen. So SAG they sent an email out. The majority of people came back and said, hey, we want to keep the vaccine mandate. We want to keep the COVID stuff. They worked it out. They're going to keep the COVID protocols going until March 31st as of now, and they'll reassess them again. So we'll see if they end up keeping them after that. But apparently the majority of the members say, hey, let's keep it. We feel safer. There's still like 26% said we don't need it. And then there was a certain percent like we don't really care. But that's what the majority says. So they're going to still have social distancing, once a day, temperature checks. They're going to do the testing still. We're going to have COVID coordinators. It's all going to happen. It's all going to continue. I know, but it's also going to be relaxed.
Can I?
Yes, Chris, jump in.
Who does temperature?
That's what they're saying. I know you don't see temperature checks really on set anymore. You don't.
Temperature checking. And
the temperature checking lasted for about 5 minutes, like 2 years ago, dude. That's not happening now.
And then what was the one before you said, Brian? Brian, what was the one before you said?
Yeah, social distancing, once a day temperature checks.
People are on
masking
like, shit at work. It is so weird. Continue. I hope they do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, whatever keeps us working. If the majority of the members want this, then, keep us going. They've already relaxed a lot of stuff. If you guys don't know, being on set, they don't have like masking outside now. So if you're outside, they try to keep you to do the distancing, but there's no masking outside, still on stage. And a lot of these protocols are going to stay. And it's just, it's a safety thing. But they're doing less testing. Right, Chris?
Go inside. You can
what?
Eat inside.
You can eat inside,
with
yeah.
no mask on.
Right next to a person that is not 6 feet with no mask. But once you take that out of your mouth, you better put that mask back on because
it's like the same thing on a plane. Like you're sitting literally next to somebody. Like they fall asleep and their head's on your shoulder. You can take your mask off to eat a cheese plate and have some wine, but then put the mask back on.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, with this whole thing, though, they're just trying to say, like, what keeps us going, what keeps us safe. And, of course, there's liability. That's going to be always a thing now moving forward. I think this is going to stay for a while longer. I think by 2024, I think we'll be back to kind of away from it all. But then again, who knows? They keep expanding it. The vaccine mandate staying. All this is staying in play. So we'll see. Chris, do you notice, like, big changes from when it first started, though? Because you're on set every day, right?
Yes. Nothing. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go... There's no one that's going to tell. Like, if I wear no mask on set, nobody's going to come up to me and tell me to put it on.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, they were like 6 feet. 6 feet.
They'd be spraying with hand sanitizer.
With the blue lights. A blue light, a red light, a purple light, a red, yellow, and then when the celebrities came through, you had to go like this, like you had to go with your mask and your shield, and you had to go like this.
Yeah, well, that's how it was then. They didn't know, and they were just being very overcautious. Like the van thing, they still make you wear masks in vans, or the shield,
Yeah.
But I think that this is going to be one of those things that's going to stick around for a while just because of the nature of what it is. And I mean, this is just, it came over the weekend. They voted for it for Friday. We just wanted to update about it. Anyways, we'll see if it... What's Sabrina?
No, I'm just saying, like all the masks and stuff is like, if you're being tested regularly, like I think that's the big thing. Like for you're testing, and if no one has COVID, then you're good. You know what I mean? Like I think that it's a new thing. It's going to be part of life now. Like people are going to wear masks whether you have to or not. This thing is not going anywhere, unfortunately. And people are still like someone that Brian and I know is in the hospital right now for COVID. You know what I mean? So it's still killing people. It's still a fucking problem. So I get it, but it's just stupid. The silly little things like Chris is saying, where you can eat literally across from somebody or right next to somebody, and then you put your mask back on. I mean, it's not being balanced very well, in my opinion.
Yeah. But just for me, whatever it takes for us to keep working, that's all that matters to me.
Yep.
End of the day.
Ty wears his mask to bed. He will wear.
I think a lot of people are going to wear their masks forever, or I mean, there's certain situations where it just, you didn't think about it before, now you might, and you never know when the next thing can happen where you can have an issue.
When I go into a grocery store or 7-Eleven or any of that shit, I don't ever go inside a store without a mask on, ever.
Yeah.
Fuck
but the thing is, SAG is still like, we're going to keep it. The producers like, we're going to keep it for a while. We'll see what happens when they renegotiate again. They're doing about 2-month intervals where they're like, hey, we'll wait 2 more months. We'll see what it's like and we'll continue. The one good thing that came out of this too, I think, is that there's a relaxed category now that's easier to get into. So like it's a little bit more less distancing. I think they're going to eventually tear back the levels a little bit more. It's just a process, and eventually we'll get there. But for now, they're going to stay in play. And that's what it is. So to work on set, yourself do testing, yourself do all that. It's just part of the life we live in right now, which is fine. We'll keep going. We will survive here in the entertainment industry because we have to.
Do they still need vaccination? Some people don't need vaccination.
Yeah, a lot of sets still do require vaccination. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, some don't, but a lot do.
Oh.
A lot do. And that's this vote was saying that they weren't going to get rid of the vaccine mandate across the board because that was up for play. They were talking about getting rid of it. And this said, no, we're not going to do that. So that was a lot of memberships voting. Again, not a lot of people voted. There was like 7,000 or 8,000 people voted. Like it wasn't a lot of people voted. So get out there and vote if you're not happy with that. Or if you're happy with that, then it is what it is. But you have to vote. Everybody has to vote. I will say that one thing that people at SAG-AFTRA don't vote a lot of times. You got to get out there and vote, everybody. You got to do it.